have one right here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
High or low roll? What do you want to do today?
Let's do low roll.
Fun.
Spicy.
8.
8. All right. Well, 19. Normally that'd be golden.
If we were playing D&D, that'd be really golden.
It'd be solid.
Okay. Did you want any cut before I?
No.
Okay. Second. Ib. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfectly. This is a hand of magic card.
Is it now?
Yeah, it's certainly something. You having to shuffle again?
No, I haven't even looked yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
I saw a couple different piles of cards, so I was like,
Yeah, it's a pile of cards.
this is a amalgamation of.
It can do something, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll keep it.
Here you go. One day I'll find a way where I don't really have to do like a lot of crazy shit to get this set up properly, at least on my desk.
In terms of just like camera,
Yeah,
cards, the whole shebang.
yeah. One day, but I'll have to look into it. Get like set up ideas. You ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty, we are going to play Mountain.
Yep.
Tap. Soul Ring.
Do you always have Soul Ring?
Just in this deck apparently.
Apparently.
And pass turn.
Okay.
What's really sad is I'm running out of soul rings.
How many Soul Rings do you have?
Yeah, I have one for Phaenax. I have one for this deck for Neheb. I think I have one for my white-black deck.
Yeah. I played a Spore Frog.
Okay.
Then I'll pass.
I have a couple still, but like I think I only have one left in my binder of stuff. Mountain. Downside of starting with that soul ring, I have nothing else now past turn.
That's reasonable.
I really probably shouldn't have kept this hand, but soul ring made it really too hard to not.
It's the Rang.
Yeah.
City Breast tap. I'm gonna play White of the Reliquary.
Okay.
Does Vigilance 2/2, gets +1 for each creature card in the graveyard. Sacrifice another creature, search the library for a land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle.
Okay.
I will pass.
I just now realize what you're playing, but we're fine. We'll live with it.
These are the only two decks I have right now.
That's fair.
I'm about to get the precon, the Teamer Dragon precon, so that actually should make an appearance
Right.
at some point. We'll see what I put in it, because I played against him already. And with like, I think 3 or 4 changes, and holy cow, that thing's cracked. So
We'll play Mountain. 2, 3, 2 red. Commander on turn 3.
Yep, Nehebers.
And this is weird not having any equipment out. I just have Soul Ring. Past turn, like this deck is supposed to have stuff I could put on Neheb to make him hit really hard, but I have nothing.
myself to city. I'm gonna play Read the Bones, which is scry 2, then draw 2, I lose 2.
Okay. Yep.
So, ooh, that's nice. We'll draw these 2, and then I'll lose 2. I've just been hurting myself the entire time.
Yes, you have.
All right, and then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Leave starting. Spore frogs 1. Okay.
Yep. Can prevent combat damage.
Yep. That's why I'm trying to debate if this deck, if what I have is actually you.
Sit here all day.
What do you got in terms of lands out? I know there's 3, but
Exotic Orchard, which only taps to red because that's all you have.
yep.
A swamp, and then City of Brass.
Okay. You know what? Your brass is 1 color of your choice.
I ping myself.
Yeah, you ping yourself. 2, 3, and a red for Tectonic Rift.
What does that do? I'm guessing blows up a land.
Destroy target land. Creatures without flying can't block this turn.
Okay.
I am going to destroy that swamp.
The swamp?
Yeah.
Does it say non-basic?
Just target land.
So you don't want to blow up the City of Brass?
That's actually what I'm trying to decide.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we'll get rid of City of Brass, actually.
That's probably the smarter one.
That is any color.
Correct.
So Tectonic Rift, that goes away now. And then I will swing at you with Neheb.
Mm-hmm.
He does have Afflict, remember. Afflict 3.
I'll sacrifice the Spore Frog and no combat damage can be done this turn.
Yep, that's else. Yeah, that's fair. Fast turn.
Awesome. The white is now a 3/3.
Okay.
Mythic here. Overgrown Tomb. That will hurt me. Tap for black. Play my own Soul Ring.
Oh, you have one of the old art Soul Rings. I love that.
I do.
I really want to get one, but
they're not super expensive.
No.
Actually.
No.
They're actually under $20.
I might get one for the Atraxa deck I'm building.
Oh, that's fair. Let me think here. This shape is I'm going to play the Marionette Apprentice, which you actually are pretty familiar with.
Yep. Fabricate one.
We're going to bring back a Diddy.
Yep.
And then that is all I wrote.
Yep. And Another creature or artifact, right? I am trying to.
Correct.
Yeah, I was just making sure I read that properly.
I think that I can. Yeah, I control.
That you control.
Yep.
Okay. Having 5 mana is nice. It'd be nice if I could get another land.
You know, I would like a land too.
And all right. Looming Spires. Enters tapped. Creature I control. Target creature. Well, it's just target creatures. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains first strike until end of turn. That target creature is going to be Neheb, obviously.
Yes, makes sense.
Makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. You said White of the Reliquaries,
The 3/3 technically.
3/3 now.
Mm-hmm.
Going to go 2. I'm just making sure I'm reading this card properly before I play it. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Two. And a red for Arc Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Arc Lightning deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures and/or players.
Okay.
I am just going to go 3 right at White of the Reliquary.
Mm-hmm. So 3 right at it.
Yep.
I'm gonna respond to that.
Yep. That's
by sacrificing a Marionette Apprentice.
okay.
To go and get a land. That makes it now a 4/4.
Okay, that's fair. I don't. Marionette Apprentice doesn't actually trigger on me when you sack her,
no,
correct? Okay.
It's just another creature.
Okay, I wanted to make sure because I know there are some that do technically trigger.
Trigger itself.
Yeah, that do trigger itself. So, right, White of the Reliquary is a 4/4, which
yep, it is tapped.
Yeah, and tapped. And how do we want to do this? I think we'll just swing Neheb, who is a 5/7 right now, at you.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have trample or anything, right?
Does not have trample. It is afflict 3.
Yeah, well, I'll take 3 and I'll block with the Big Daddy.
That's fair.
And I'll take 3, but 3 isn't 5.
I do technically get 3 at post combat.
Technically that's not commander damage, is it?
Afflict is not. I don't believe.
I didn't think so. No.
So we have 3.
So it'd be 3. Yep.
3 mana sitting there.
Good seeing you, Big Titty.
Could get. I'm gonna just pay 1 red and lightning bolt White of the Reliquary.
Yeah, that's fair. It did its purpose.
Just to try and help my own board state out. That's turn.
At least the white ate some of your interaction.
Right.
Tell that.
I had to figure out how I wanted to do that. Sorry.
No, you're all good. Just see, I'm looking for theirs. Okay, so I already drew for turn. Ugh. Play Marsh Flats. I'll crack that. Lose life. Go down to 29.
Okay.
Go and get a swamp.
Fair.
The only thing I can get with that. There we go.
Yeah, my phone's fucking. I'm using my phone as a light right now.
Are you?
Yeah, I have it sitting on my tripod, using it as a light for the desk, so that area has a bit more.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gonna play Avenger of Zendikar. So when it enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 green plant creature token for each land I control. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a +1 counter on each plant creature you control.
Okay.
I have 5 lands.
Yep.
Rite of the Reliquary would have made things really disgusting. So...
Yeah, I'm glad I got rid of that. I spent way too long trying to figure out how to get rid of that. Just because I figured...
Well, at the very least, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and get some value out of this.
Yeah, no, that's...
And just block with the Diddy. And I was like, okay, maybe it lives, and it dead. But I was like, okay, as long as I get enough to cast the Avenger,
yeah,
I'm happy. And then I will pass.
and you have 501s, correct? Those are?
Yep. So I get a fetch land, then they get big.
Yeah.
Or they start to get big.
Yeah. Mountain. I'm going to tap 6. Soul Ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be really depressing if you have a way to counter this.
No. Yeah, not in these colors.
We're playing Kicked Fight with Fire.
What the fuck is that?
Fight with Fire is probably not faithless looting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Spell Table pulled up that it was. Fight with Fire deals 5 damage to target creature. If this spell was kicked, which it was, because its kicker is 5 and a red. It deals 10 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets instead.
Jesus Christ.
I have not
How much does that thing cost to cast?
5 and a red for its kicker.
And then how much does its normal cost?
2 and a red.
So it's like 8?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, you'll obviously choose your own creature.
Yeah. 1 sec. I don't have my fucking... Actually, I came up 1 mana short for kicker, so we're just gonna play its normal.
Okay.
My bad. Because no, I do need. You're right. No. Yeah, you do have to pay both for your kicker, right?
Yep.
You kick it. Yeah. No, I did come up 1 short.
Yep.
You're
I'm
right.
guessing you just want to kill the Avenger, right?
Yeah, we'll get the Avenger out of there. No, you.
Yeah,
Good catch, because I was sitting there. I was like, wait a second. I am 1 short on that. I did some bad math. My bad. But yeah, we want to get the Avenger out of there definitely, because that's the only way I could get rid of that. And then
Burn Central.
Yeah, Neheb. For
Yeah. I'll block with one of the little planties and take 3.
That's fair. And that's turn.
All right.
No good. Thank you for catching that, because I did some bad math.
It wasn't even really matter you catching us. Like, that's just an expensive ass spell. Let me think. Okay.
My brain must have been on 20 Soul Ring.
Think through this. All right.
But yes, it is.
All right. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Cast Marin.
Yep.
I think I might have found myself a little bit of a wiggle room here. Thank Jesus. I'm gonna play a Llanowar Elves.
Yep.
Pretty Llanowar Elves.
That's the old art. I like that.
Yeah, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Diabolic Intent.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna sacrifice the Llanowar Elves, so I'll get the experience counter.
Yep.
Which I know it's somewhere.
Yep. You're fine.
I'll search. I actually really don't care as much about search. Let me think here. It might make sense.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just glad you're not playing Amanatu, and I have to worry about Neheb getting cast into the moon again.
Turned into the moon. Yeah. And what else? There was something else on top of that too, which made it even funnier.
Yeah.
It like turned it into something else. No, you couldn't untap it essentially.
Yeah.
There was a stun counter.
Had a million stun counters.
It was just browbeat.
Like I didn't even look to see what you were playing right away until I saw that
it was pretty funny.
Oh, it was hilarious. Until I saw that you would cast because even when you cast Spore Frog, it didn't like register that you cast Spore Frog on turn 1. I didn't until you cast White of the Reliquary. I was like, I need to finish this game before Neheb gets imprisoned in the moon.
Yeah, that's actually the only time I've been able to cast Imprisoned in the Moon. So
that's awesome.
The only time, and of course, it was against your commander.
That's awesome. I mean, that's hilarious. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it was pretty comical. All right, I'm gonna go to end step. The mayor, I have the experience counter, and now we begin the loop of Spore Frog.
Yep.
And then pass.
Yep.
That's actually what I really wanted out of the Diabolic Intent. It's cool getting a card, but I actually just wanted to be able to get the Spore Frog online.
Yeah, that's.
Do you run Tormod's crit by any chance?
Not in this deck.
Oh, thank God. I've been talking with Nathan Labarge, and he's played against Marin a lot, obviously, over the years, and he's just like, that thing scares me.
Yeah.
And he was talking with Gabe, and Gabe was like, hey, do you happen to have a Rest in Peace that you can put in your deck that he has built? And he's like, that's a great idea, except I don't own a Rest in Peace. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Right.
That thing's like the bane of my existence.
Well, I don't have a lot of plays right now.
Well, I think the key is you have to kill Marin.
Yeah. Figure out how.
always have to give advice to people who've never played against the deck. You kill Marin, you help. I mean, the deck is inherently pretty strong on its own, but Marin does make the engine go.
The fact that Marin started out as a precon, by the way.
I know. I forgot what's even. I gotta see what the original deck list was, because that's what I bought it as, and I loved it.
Four Frog's a 1.
It's a 1/1. So the 2015 Marin deck, guess how much that deck is going for online?
Oh, probably a dick ton.
$151.
Okay, so we're gonna. How much?
$151 on TCG.
That's not as bad as I thought it was. That's 2.
I mean, yeah, but like, I got it for, I think, like, what were they selling, like 40 back then?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red. See if I can get both of these to stick. Rolling Thunder.
That do?
Rolling Thunder deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or players.
And where X is what right
now? X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 red. So 5.
Okay.
So 4 is obviously going to hit Marin.
Yep.
And then 1, you might sack it, but 1 is Spore Frog.
Yeah, it's so with the targets, they both target at the same time, right?
Correct.
With the target in a second, I'm going to sacrifice the frog.
Yep, that's fair.
So I'll get another experience kind of with Marin.
Yep.
Right. And then Marin bites the dust. She will now cost 6.
Yep. And Spore Frog, as you did sack it, correct?
I did in response, yeah.
Yep,
so there's going to be no combat damage.
Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to make sure of, and I passed the turn.
All right. Eventually, I'm going to get you to run out of burn.
Yeah.
And when I do,
yeah,
it's gonna be a long, painful death for Austin.
Yep.
Or maybe short. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, considering I haven't drawn any creatures,
that's fair.
Like, I haven't had a creature since turn 3.
All right. Play 6. Recast Marin.
Yep.
1 green and play Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
Just a dork.
Yep.
Instead, bring back Spore Frog.
Yep.
That's the turd. This is wholesome magic right here.
This is Magic the Gathering.
This is Richard Garfield intended.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the deck when I'm not playing competitive, like truly competitive. This is a deck that I think you can bring out against people who are being dicks.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, okay, fine, we can play that way.
I want to build a deck like that.
I mean, if you ever want to build Marin, I can make a deck list up and I can show it with you.
Okay.
I cut Protean Hulk from this deck because that was just too oppressive.
I remember you having that card, or you
it's
telling
disgusting.
me about it. I don't know if I've ever seen you play it, but
yeah, first time I played this deck in the wild again after what like 6 or 7 years of not having it.
Yeah.
Against people that have never played it, I was able to loot Protean Hulk like essentially 3 or 4 times.
Oh god, that would be terrifying.
Yes, it was nasty.
We're gonna tap 2. And a red. Just because this is funny.
Yep.
Blood Moon.
Oh, that actually does kind of suck.
Non-basic lands are mountains.
I love that card.
I do too.
Yeah. All right. Well, basic overgrown mountain, exotic mountain,
Yep.
woodland mountain, and then 2. I'm so glad I got that Elvish Mystic down.
Yep.
Because that's half some green. I don't have any other green sources right now.
Where's the which one's the Elvis Mystic? There it is. Okay.
It's this guy right here.
Yep.
I wish I had better light, but it's just kind of blocked.
Oh, it's fine. I couldn't. I just ended up clicking on the first one, and I clicked on Spore Frog. I was like, oh, that's not. Well, this is completely overkill, but 1 in a red volcanic hammer.
What the fuck is that?
Deals 3 damage to target creature or player.
What are you gonna target?
Elvish Mystic.
You gonna... Yeah, that's fair.
Because I mean, it can't kill anything else, really.
Nope. I at least get an experience counter.
Yeah. And then I have 2 mana available and can't do anything with this card yet. We'll see. I'm gonna swing for 4 at Neheb. For 4 at you with Neheb.
Rise the Spore Frog.
Second Spore Frog. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And that's turn.
All right. All right.
The fact that I drew Volcanic Hammer on that turn, I was like, oh.
What do you think here?
I also didn't know you had no forests out.
Oh no. I the only thing I had was the City of Brass, but you blew that up earlier in the game. Yeah, no basic forest, I should say.
Yeah.
Let me think here. I'm gonna hit you for 3.
Commander damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Old Mare. And then Big Chungy's gonna make an appearance.
Okay. So serious question, real quick.
Yes.
Have you ever killed someone with commander damage with Marin?
No.
Have you killed someone with commander damage with any of your commander decks you've ever built?
Neheb.
So yeah, that's the only same. Neheb's the only one where I've done that.
Neheb's built up to be a big fatty and do stuff.
Yeah.
Gosh, have I? I built a lot of commander decks over the years now. Maybe this was actually ironic because it was in a competitive game with oh my gosh, what's his name? He's the green, black, red dragon that whenever you sacrifice a permanent, he gets +1, you draw a card.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yep.
Orval.
Yep.
I in a competitive game somehow it got bogged down, but I had enough sacks to where I was able to nuke somebody and kill him with commander damage.
That's awesome.
It got big.
Yeah, Neheb is the only one where I have won a game via commander damage. Like Phanex, obviously not, because that's a mill deck. Niv Mizzet becomes a laser beam, but that's all drawing cards and
it's not
paying.
Commander damage.
No, it's not commander damage. At least I don't think it is it?
It is not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No.
I just have the goofiness.
I've maybe stolen someone's commander and killed them with it.
That's funny too.
So maybe I'm just trying to think if I've ever. I mean, I can't remember. It's been a lot of commanders over the years.
Yeah.
6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna love this, and the artwork on this is gorgeous. Wormcoil engine.
Oh.
Let me see. Let me see if it actually works.
It is not one.
Won't pop up.
Correct.
All right, 6 drop, a 6/6 with Death Touch and Lifelink.
Oof.
When it dies, create a 3/3 colorless worm artifact creature with Lifelink and 1 with Death Touch.
Oh. Oh, that's a good card.
In this deck, it's a really good card.
That's an extremely good card.
I do not have a sack outlet, otherwise we'd be having a lot of fun.
Right. That is a really good card.
And I will go to end step. Bring back Spore Frog.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? No, just as a safety precaution, because I know you might have something to deal with the Wormy.
And is that end of turn?
Yep.
Untap.
That's what I got with the tutor, by the way.
Smart.
I wasn't sure what else to get. I was thinking about getting a sack outlet, but I feel like that's a big deterrent.
No, if work, but we'll find out. 2 red. Don't ask why I tapped those cards that way. But I did.
Question anything.
It's not a creature, but it's something. Chandra, Torch of Defiance.
That's a good one.
We are going to +1 Chandra once I find a die. Blue is the color. Why not? I'm going to exile the top card.
Yep.
I may cast that card. If I don't, Chandra deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Yep.
Well, you're taking 2 because it's a land.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a basic? Is it a basic? Oh, okay. All right, I take 2.
Of course. Naturally. And
swing into it.
No.
Swing into the death touch lifelink 6/6.
Trying to think. I have 3 mana available.
I still do not have a green source.
Helpful. I will pass turn.
All right.
I gotta find a way to get rid of fucking.
There's a few things. Oh, basic forest.
Ooh, that's really bad for me.
I mean, I have nothing that really. It really doesn't matter. Combat. Thick set Chandra.
Yep. Gets through.
Yep. I don't want you to try and get that thing. What's its ulting? Is it like a... Whenever you cast something, doesn't it deal damage when you ult it? Like when you get the ult off?
Yep. You get an emblem. It's only a -7, which is why this card was so dumb in standard. Because this card, if you... I know you didn't play a lot of standard, but... This card...
was expensive in standard.
Like $50, yeah. Because it's only a -7 and she starts out at 4. Get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, this emblem deals 5 damage to target creature or player. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Creature or player?
Creature or player.
I guess now that'd probably be eroded to like any target.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when it was printed, this is more of a nerd rule question, but when it was printed, how did you target planeswalkers? Would you target the player and then redirect it to the planeswalker?
I can't remember.
There was a rule change at some point, and I remember it because it affected like when I played Burn in Modern.
Yep.
Like there was a rule change, or it was something different. I forgot what it was, but anyways,
I'd have to look that up because I can't remember right off the top of my head.
I'm also curious. I'm gonna tap a black and then a colorless or red.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Blood Artist.
I hate that card, but I love that card.
Yeah, I don't have a sack outlet yet. Other than Spore Frog sacking itself.
Right.
I'm gonna tap a green. I'm gonna play Elves of Deep Shadow as another mana dork.
Yep.
Just a lot of different things. Let me think here. 5. I'm going to sacrifice the Spore Frog just to get the experience counter.
And you gain 1, I lose 1.
Yep.
36.
I'm at 25, and a lot of it I've killed myself, actually. And then I'll go to end step, and Spore Frog comes back.
Yep.
Then I'll pass.
Tap. I need Jesus here.
Yeah, I mean, we could always just wait 36 turns. I just sacrifice Spore Frog to Blood Artist.
Not Jesus. That's a land.
I feel like Spore Frog is Soul Ring in this deck if you can get it turn 1.
Yeah.
It's crazy how little Frog's like an MVP in a deck.
Marin's 3/4.
3/4. 3/4. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna tap 3 and a red. 3 and a red. There we go. Jesus. Cackling Flames.
What does that do?
Cackling Flames deals 3 damage to target creature or player. However, it also has Hellbent.
Okay.
Hellbent, Cackling Flames does 5 damage to that creature or player instead if I have no cards in hand.
Which I'm guessing you don't.
I do not.
All right.
Drawing that mountain actually kind of helped there.
That's
and
fair.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to get rid of Big Worm Fuck.
No, Big Worm Fuck actually creates 2 little Worm Fucks. So.
But Marin can go away.
All right. I'll sacrifice Spore Frog in response.
That's fair.
Goes up to 6. And then
sack Spore Frog, I lose 1, you gain 1.
Yep.
Blood Artist, and then
Mare dies. She now costs 8.
And then I lose another one off Marin.
Yeah, you're right, technically, yeah, because she did too.
Yeah, off the Marin death. Or Blood Artist trigger, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then since you stack Spore Frog and no combat damage, I pass the turn.
Alright. Oh, sweet Jesus. That's a card. Question is, do I cast Marin?
Do I have a way to counter it?
Yes.
Ignore the fact that I have no cards in hand.
It's in your hand. And in red.
Yeah, and red too, by the way. Ignore the fact that I'm playing Mono-Red and have no cards in hand.
6/6 coming your way.
I take 6.
And then I gain 6.
Yeah. 28.
I'm missing another green source. I'm missing 2 green sources actually. To cast, I have a crazy ass card in my hand. That'd be a lot of fun. All right, well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Recast Marin.
Damn it.
I wanted to cast this card, but it's triple green, and I obviously don't have triple green to operate with right now because of Moon.
Yeah.
And let me think here. Bring back Spore Frog.
I was hoping I would have Spore Frog away just long enough.
I mean, the thing is like if I had triple green, I would have played a different card instead, but that also might have been really annoying for you.
Right.
So, pass the turn.
This only having no creatures has been a pain in the ass.
I can start playing Hello Darkness, my old friend.
I mean, if it wouldn't get this copyrighted on YouTube, yes.
Oh, would it?
Yeah. How much damage do you have on board?
You know what's funny? Actually, not a whole lot. It's a bunch of small creatures, so 6, 11.
I'll
I
let
guess
this.
if you count blood, I guess if you count blood artist triggers, there's more. But if you actually just power,
I will
it's 11.
let this try and play out one more turn, maybe.
Okay.
Mountain.
Yep.
Ass.
Yep. I'll sacrifice Spore Frog.
Yeah.
You'll get drained.
Yep.
Oh, to hear my enemy's voice falter in the face of defeat.
Drawing a mountain there was not the card I needed.
Due to, well, yes.
That's why I asked. I was like, well, how much damage? I mean,
Boy, that's a card.
the plants being 0-1s has helped me out a bit. But
yes, and the fact that Avenger isn't just like making them big mamas.
yeah.
Okay. Let me think here. I need another land. 6 your way.
I take 6. 21. Down to 20.
6. All right.
You're back up to starting.
Yep. Think here. I think we do this. 1, so black and then 2 off a Soul Ring.
Yep.
We're gonna play a Victimize.
Yep.
Sacrificing one of the saplings.
Okay.
Going up. You'll lose a life. I'll gain 1.
Yep.
Do you know what Victimize does?
Choose target creatures in your graveyard. Sack a creature. If you do, put those 2 chosen into play tapped. Yes.
Avenger of Zendikar.
Yep.
And then the Marionette Apprentice.
Yep.
How many lands do I have now? I'll put out a Ditty. Unless you, I mean, if you want to keep playing, we can.
I am going to just look at this top card.
Fair enough.
Yeah, scoop.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for a sack outlet at this point.
Yeah.
But once I eventually get one, I'm just gonna be able to start looping stuff essentially, and I have double Blood Artist type effects out.
Yeah. 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I would have enough to play this to actually equip it to Neheb.
Oh God.
Because it's Colossus Hammer.
Yeah, it's big chunky.
But it wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, maybe put in oh, what's that called? Is it something act? It costs like 1 less for each creature, and it deals 13 to each creature.
Yeah.
Blasphemous Act.
Yes.
That might be a good one, and I think honestly, if maybe putting in Tormod's Crypt.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is in red that can deal with graveyards. All right. Which deck do you want me to play? Since we already played Marin, and this is we can either play enchantments.
It's up to you.
Or I could always bring out Cisse, and we could have a unique way of trying to win a game.
It is entirely up to you.
What would you prefer, though?
I think I am going to pull out.
I mean, obviously, one of them is a certified CDH